Welcome back to the JSFL. It's the highly anticipated it's the highly anticipated championship rematch between the 2-1 Houston Enforcers and the 2-1 Phoenix Gila Monsters. We're here in Houston, where it should be a good matchup, a nice 1 o'clock one for you guys watching. And this should be a good one between Warren Jones' Houston Enforcers. Warren Jones having a very, very strong season, as he is number 2 in the MVP race right now for the world. And then Phoenix Gila Monsters, 2-time champ Brian Taps. So big one here in Houston. Jones and company after a huge win, and Taps and company after a hard loss to New Orleans. But we're going to get kicked off to your commentators. No new injuries. One each side. Prostic comes back for Houston. Their only injury is to Danny Edwards, and the only injury for Phoenix is Dwight Edwards. And we'll kick you off to the commentators.
The kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And give this time to the tailback. He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Buffet Boys, the line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete. Down around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. At a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Cardinals will take over first and 10. On it now, out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Our gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this line is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. To the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to one.
Throw down. Here, that's complete. On the catch there. Brings up 2nd. What are your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you go inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That's why they're about to go.
For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Look to throw. And have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 40. Pretty solid start for the rookie on this first drive.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for the defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, here's they try to run pass option. And this play will be blown out. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back about 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I'm surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that he doesn't get at least to the crossbar. Remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Inside the 35-yard line. They got 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better. First and 10.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he works it to the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the dump off and 2nd down. Time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now ahead of here to his running back. The first down as they bring him down at the 23. So gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game's up and out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, the big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is getting up blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, this from 39. Seibert able to knock this one through.
Friend of mine used to say they've been moving and grooving for a while. They couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
To the main field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. It's just taken at his 4. A nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of the field goal attempt for him.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Got his man on the air round. A little too much extracurricular there.
You have a game with a lot of contact. Tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
To throw here on first down. He's going to take off with it. The scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's complete. Look at this. A big turnover there as those guys will get the football back. He did what he's known for. He made the catch, and he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. What you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Review the play. The run on the field is reversed.
Nearly the entire first half of the first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. To gain a 5 on the flag, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain a 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. Nearly picked. Almost intercepted. He couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
You can almost hear the collective gasp from the sidelines. Could not come up with that field goal. Now out of the gun. He's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Sort of interesting going with the draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it'd be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, the draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a 4th down. Goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get you back to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Gotta be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Back to the line of scrimmage this time. As they're running quickly once more. Goes a loss of 5. Bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it? And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. That's from 25 yards out. Gonzalez is good. That will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the draw.
Take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward at the 27-yard line. About a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Set up to throw. Complete. At the 44. Just with the Browns needed to gain of 17.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here it is, running back. Down, losing yardage back at the 40. Thanks, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the ball alive. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jamie Gila now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. That's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give this time to the tailback. Pass through. And he'll be brought down right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So mid-block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you can hit the jackpot.
Down right around the 37. Now what a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fellas that know right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He was able to shed the tackle with the reserves come in for this down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
They had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on in the end zone. Touchdown. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. As a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them in the game.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Highlights and analysis of this first half. Yeah.
So his job is easier.
Get the coach some highlights here. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal. And the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts They'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll look to throw. He gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Oftentimes, if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. Oftentimes, the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
Third and goal into a touchdown. Good. Drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. It's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. If it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Just 25 seconds to go in the half. First and 10. Right around the line of scrimmage. It's there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, you're second and 10. On the ground again here. He's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our E8 Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead of you. Here in quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
That recipe works. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, gotta like where they are here. They're on the road, just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. We've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being moved.
Pull it down. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Running. This up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter. What position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
This is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. Have it because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. In. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, driven with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Trying to pull that one in. Hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means they have to win the 50-50 ball. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd down, they'll try to run for it on the ball. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This was excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be looking for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Pass. This from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious, but it's well short. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not. It's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now right off here to his running back. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? You know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They come into the locker room trailing, but plays like that too. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down with backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Set up the screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass here, and it'll be 4th down.
Dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Jamie Gila now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That's how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's frustrating for a defense because they got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Left side, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him
I
going.
was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw here complete on the right sideline. 7 yards.
Here's if they read man defense and went to the now as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Man open down the middle of the field. And get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well, and the route tree, getting better at it all the time. Really learning his game.
This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. But it's going to be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? And then I'll go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. He goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want.
Sets up the 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This field at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys are set up at the 23-yard line. Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Taken in by his tight end. Inside the 40. It's 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
This offense can get their tight ends in. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The delay took him a little too far. It's second down.
What you're thinking of, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just a second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's got some help from his receivers as well. They also.
The drops have been at a bare minimum. That's good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good edge steam going.
The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. They may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the 13-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a stop good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. It hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Inside the red zone here. Now, 3-yard line. Game again. That's now 31 yards combined on these last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense, and you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. With just shy of the marker. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So lift the throw. Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath it. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. In end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, is batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've got to run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. He gets attended to. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. Sybert's kick is good. That'll open the lead up to a touchdown now, 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
You gotta like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. They didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, there you go. Say your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Midfield strike. Here it's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle without much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The throw. Six. They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well executed 22-yard gain.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 40-yard touchdown run. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. He's at the 2. Across the 20 before he's brought down at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they hadn't won 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. That offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now give it here to his running back. And as it goes, a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Blitz is still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing, archers in normal spacing and run fits, makes creases that they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Side of the tailback. This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
We're not playing 3 yards in the college football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Jamie Gila now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. 52 yards. Come the offense as they take it. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all. And that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. You got people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throw. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
It wasn't the first option.
No, now that it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. Little daylight there. Up to the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this time. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. First of their 3 timeouts. As they'll get just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Andy Lee now. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much running there. That'll be a touchback. Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
They've got to feel comfortable with that. But they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Start this drive in the air. Just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think there's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Before he's taken down. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get that yardage. They can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful. Now, 50, win.
Back to throw. Sideline. The first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They don't give it here to his running back. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout in 2nd. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Time to the table. They're going to take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's one back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage, you gotta hustle, gotta get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one later. And it is good. He splits the uprights of the chip shot. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The way points get scored, and it ends on the kicker.
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs. That's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.